the most dangerous thing is, let's say, the food waste. In let's say in percentage, I think that here could be, let's say, 40%, and normally it's between 40 and 60%. The main problem is that 50% of the food waste is water. So if I have something that is mixed inside the landfill, the problem is that the production of the leachate that is going down, the production of methane that is going up. So this food waste now in Europe, it's a treasure, because we are making, we are treating them with anaerobical plants, and that in USA it's not a super used technology. Normally, like, it's made in Germany by digesters. It's like a human stomach, to understand. It's a silos where you move the material inside. You have like the same like leachate, but it's liquid that is going down, methane that is going up. The liquid it's like depurated with a system of osmosis, inverse osmosis. So the final result is like potable water that you can use for agriculture.
Wow.
Then the central part is compost, so you can sell or give it to the agriculture company. But the thing is that 10% of the material it's going to be methane. This methane, it's biomethane. It needed to extract the CO2. Where I'm going, it's if you buy, for example, a San Pellegrino water in US, don't be afraid of it. But like the CO2 that it's added, the mostly of it is coming from food waste.
Oh wow!
Because the methane that is extracted from food waste, the part that it's CO2, it's sold for Pepsi, for Coca-Cola, for like the water. It's only to explain that you can make an opposite paradigm,
right?
Creating business from what now it's a problem.
Right. I love that idea. You kind of touched on this already, but what do you think you learned? Like you mentioned, you've been to Panama, you've been to Brazil, now you've been to Denver. Comparing back to home, what do you think you've learned from all your travels about food waste, about trash, and
let's say that in the last 10 years I went to many countries, a lot of Asia also. I went like most part of Asia. I never been let's say about waste in Africa, Europe, a lot, South and North America, Central America, Southeast Asia also. Let's say that when I was exposing and presenting this thing in international conference, especially in Asia, they said to me like that my project were interesting, but only in rich and small cities. So every year I try to increment the size of the cities. Plus, in 2017, I went to visit an interesting case study that it's in Philippines. That it's called. It's in the capital. Metro Manila, there is one part that is about 3.5 million, the city, and the metro is 16, and the collection is door by door, and the diversion percentage it's over 50%. So this is it's only to explain that it's possible to do it also in huge cities.
Right.
What I say in Denver, and especially in the US, the system is very similar everywhere, a little bit different in the East Coast and in like in New York, but basically there is not a good case study about separate collection and divergent system in US. California a little bit better, because we introduced this system that is called the Magic Free, so it's mandatory. It's starting also in LA, but I think in San Francisco it's many years about food waste that was mandatory. But the main problem of this system to make the recyclable all together is that you can have quantity of diversion but not quality. To explain to the people that don't understand, the main problem is that if you have glass inside, you can have fraction of glasses that are difficult to extract. Plus, if you have, imagine that I put one bottle of wine with or beer with some liquid on the bottom. This liquid can be go out. If in the same bin I have also paper, I can contaminate paper. So the main thing is that with free streams you can try to have quantity, but the quality of the material that is at the final, let's say, output, it's poor and it's not sellable at good prices.
Right.
So it doesn't worth it. What we did, like in Italy, it's like to try many different systems. 3 streams, 2 streams, 4 streams, sometimes did also 6. Now we're doing 5 streams, but it's only, let's say, we call it like multi-collection, but it's plastic and metal packaging, paper and cardboard, glass, food waste, and let's say residual trash. With this system, you are able to, let's say, make the system sustainable, because instead of increasing the cost, you are decreasing a little bit, and you are not making money, but you are decreasing a little bit the cost.
Right.
And with the money that you are saving from the landfilling, you can pay the cost of the collection. We have a different calendar, like let's say that there is a specific day for every collection. One, I don't know, Tuesday paper, Monday plastic.
That's very interesting. And one thing that I did want to retouch on that you did talk about with the compost, and I was reminded by your bag, is that when we do throw away food waste in our trash and consider food waste trash, we're paying by that extra weight of the food because of that water content that you talked about. I wanted to make sure to reiterate that.
Yeah, let's say that, okay. Depends also by the type of cooking. For example, let's say if we can put like the northern Italy or southern Italy, to explain. Northern Italy, the cuisine is more like, let's say, Germany. So you use more butter.
Okay.
In southern Italy, the cuisine is more, let's say, like Spain, Mediterranean. Okay. So it's more with olive oil. So and more fresh food. Why? Because like fruits and vegetables in the south cost less, so you can afford more. These change a lot the type of final output of food waste. So in the south, the kilograms per person of food waste, it's a lot more than in the north, not because they eat more, a little bit, but it's because of the composition. So also in US could be the same, because depends on many fruit and vegetables. Let's say if I have big, for example, Asian community, let's say you're Vietnamese, normally the Asians fry a lot. So it will be more like wet, let's say, final output of the food waste. But we can say that the final weight of the food waste could be between 30 and 50% that it's water. If we collect it properly, we can reduce inside before the collection between 15 and 30% of the total weight of the food waste could be in 3 days evaporated as water.
Right.
So we can have two final good output for the user. First, less production, so less cost for the municipality, because they pay less. The final, let's say, platform that could be composting or biodigestion. Second, it doesn't smell, but it's important because for a system that have to work, need to be simple, and that the waste